Okay, I want to do this problem two ways. I want to do it algebraically, which is we can solve this algebraically. Then I want to do it with our new cool method and show you that we get the same answer via both. And a lot of it's going to depend on what you want your answers in and what you have available to you. So when I start this, I can see that this is going to give me 2. And I know that's one of my answers. But I want to factor this out because I know there's 2 more. So I'm going to have x minus 2, and I'm going to have something else here. Now, if you remember your cubic root formulas, you can use that. I don't. So I am going to use synthetic division, and I am going to bring down the first one. So that's 2, 4, 8. So then this is x squared plus 2x plus 4. Then to get the answers here, I then have to use my quadratic equation. So this is -2 plus or minus 4 minus 4 times 1 times 4 over 2 times 1. So this gives me x equals -2 plus or minus 4 minus 16 is -12 divided by 2. That's a 4 and a 3. So this is -2 plus or minus, let's see here, 2i square root of 3 over 2. I can cancel some 2's. -1 plus or minus I square root of 3 and 2. So these are my 3 answers, and I got them algebraically. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do this same problem using our nth root theorem. Okay, so I'm going to take x equals 3, 8 here. And then I know that x is 2, and I'm going to rewrite this as in trig form. So this is 2 times cosine 0, because that's going to give me 1, plus I sine 0, because that's going to give me 0. So that's going to give me 2. Okay? So there's my real answer. It's 2 CIS 0. Okay? But that matches that. Okay. Then I'm going to figure out my alpha. So then alpha is 0 divided by 3 plus 360k divided by 3. That's how many roots I have. So then this is 120k. So then k of 0 was 0. We already got that one. K of 1 is 1, so that's 120. And k of 2 is going to give me 240. So then my answers are 2 CIS 0, which was 2, 2 CIS 120, and 2 CIS 240. Now to check to make sure these match my original problem, the first one's easy. I used that. Now this one though, I'm going to write out, so I have 2 cosine 120 plus I sine 120, right? So then I get 2 times -1/2 plus the square root of 3 over 2i. And that's just straight off the unit circle. If you don't know them, you can look them up. So that's going to give me -1 plus square root of 3i. There's my first one. Then my second one, 2 cosine 240 plus I sine 240. And again, straight off my unit circle, 2 times -1/2 plus I square root of 3 over 2. That's a negative. And then I get -1 minus I square root of 3. And then that's my other matching answer. Now obviously they asked you for the answer in trig form, you would need to go through this extra step, but we wanted to show that these both match. So even problems you once did in algebra, you can now do with this new method. And again, it just depends on if this new method is faster. If your old method is faster, use it. There's no reason not to. And you could certainly take the answers we got algebraically and convert them then to trig form if that's what they asked you for. So this is giving you options on how to do these problems. And sometimes the new form is going to be much, much shorter. So we definitely want to explore those options. It also gives us the opportunity to solve for some things we haven't been able to solve for in the past.